Hello everyone, welcome back from Euresis. As you may have noticed, I'm still not here. Um, First of all, I would like to apologize for not being able to join you today. As you know, tech keeps its teachers very busy, always updating themselves, always participating in workshops, in other things, and ultimately, this is actually to your benefit. I understand how many times this makes things complicated, but if it's different for you, imagine how it is for a teacher as well, having to plan everything ahead of time on how it will happen, on how it will go. It actually takes much more time. But it's also an interesting challenge on the way we are able to do things on our own and actually manage our own learning to become the real masters of our own learning. Therefore, please take this opportunity you have to actually see how much responsible of yourself you can be. Okay, so I will quickly explain the instructions that we have for this 15-minute session that we have. It's practically an update session. It's a session for you to get ahead to actually catch up if you have gotten behind in the different activities that we have been doing, and for you some advice to how to use this time in catching up with these materials, or even in some of them getting ahead. So it's a reminder to always use your times wisely. Yes, these 15 minutes that you have, use them wisely, use them productively. Do not wait for your team to actually tell you what to do. Move to your team. So last session, you actually were able to begin wondering about what is it that you're going to do for Galería Siglo XX. If your team decides to continue working on that, will do as well. But do not take too much time consumed on that. Yes, uh, take the time when it is being efficient, when you are producing ideas, when things are coming up to the boards, when things are actually being put together. Um, because many times we tend to lose time when it's such a big assignment such as Galería Siglo XX. Okay, so here are some of the recommendations I have, or the idea what I want you to update yourself at during this session. Okay, so my first recommendation is an individual assignment. Update your journal. Keep your journal updated to what we have seen this week. Yes, to what we have covered this week, to what you have discovered, to what you have learned. Remember, as I mentioned, at the end of second partial, I will just do the same as we did with the journal on the first partial. It is not a mandatory thing, but it's a tool that helped. The ones that had the best journals, or that I had seen they were following the most questions, filling up the most meaningful things they were seeing. Well, there was a direct link to that and the exam we had, and the result in the exams that they had. So please take time to properly update your journal. Second idea, for you to finish your Edpuzzle activity. The Edpuzzle activity is the one I published in the Facebook group that has to do with how World War I began, in case you need some theory ideas on that. It is individual. You enter, the instructions are right there, and that's how you that's how you finish it. Then there are also two formal team activities. So far, now you can begin updating your second partial project. Remember that in Trello we had the different questions. Some of them are already from this part of history, so that you can begin filling them up. You can begin confirming the information. Remember, now it is not necessary that all members of the team contribute with their own position. Why? Because it is with their own knowledge, because now we are confirming things. So it can be either each one confirming what they did, or it can be one or two people, or different questions to different people, confirming the information that you had to actually put it in place for a very good documentary. Yes? And, the fourth recommendation, the fifth would be that you continue working on Galería del Siglo XX. However, if you are really doing nothing or cannot contribute at this time, well, get ahead with the other things. Yes, that's like the last suggestion. If you finish all these, then dedicate your time to Galería del Siglo XX. But if you haven't finished all these four, well, give priority to these four. Finally, to work on the position paper you began yesterday. regarding the Versailles peace negotiations. Yes, so that is the advice that I have for this section for this session. So you have 45 minutes, 45 very productive minutes ahead of you. So get along. I will be, of course, if you post any question in our Facebook group, I will be around. I will be in activities. Yes, I will. I am in a workshop. Therefore, there are a number of things I have to be paying attention to, following through. It's like if I were actually in a class, but I will be keeping updated to what happens in the classroom. So please let me know so that I can solve any question that you may have. Yes. Okay. So we'll have a very productive 45 minutes, and I'm hoping to see you on Tuesday. Remember, on Tuesday we are running the negotiation of the Versailles Peace Agreement. Come prepared, dressed up, position paper in hand, a copy for me and a copy for each member of the team, and also with your placard that says the name of the president you are or prime minister you are representing in there, together with the flag of that country. Remember, flags may have been a little bit different at the time. Yes, that's why in the videos that you watched, I tried to use the ones that were available at the time. Yes. Well, thank you, and I will be seeing you next week.